Hi, everyone. Welcome to Enjoy English. I'm Steven.
I'm Anthony.
And today's date is March 18th, and we're going to look at pages 40 to 41 under Technology.
Yeah, 我们今天要看科技新知的这个单元哦。好，我们看一下这个标题，他说连结人心的机器人咖啡厅。那在这里的话，我们看到它的这个英文标题，他说 A robot cafe that connects hearts。那我心想说，机器人咖啡厅其实我们都大概知道了，对不对？那很多时候就是机器人来服务人嘛。
Right.
那你今天说 connect hearts，为什么我们跟机器人又没有心？怎么回事呢？原来啦，我们今天讲的这咖啡厅哦，是很特别的。它不只是机器人来服务你哦，至于它后面会怎么样呢？你看看它后面这个副标题会给你一些线索。它这边写说，当科技成为希望的桥梁。他就讲到 When technology becomes a bridge of hope。所以可见这个机器人可能只是个桥梁跟媒介。那机器人的另外一端是什么呢？这个东西我们看看内文，你就会知道咯。
A robot cafe that connects hearts. The Dawn Avatar Robot Cafe in Tokyo's Nihonbashi was founded by Ori Laboratory Incorporated, a Japanese robotics company working to create a friendlier society. Although robot cafes remain relatively new, there are already many places where customers can be served by robots. What makes this cafe stand out, however, is that its robots are remotely operated by people with physical disabilities. The robots used in the cafe were originally developed by Ori Laboratory Incorporated to assist people who are bedridden due to illness or disability. Today, these robots enable people with physical limitations, including those who can move only their eyes, to work as staff members from home. Controlled by their remote operators, these robotic avatars can move around, interact with customers, take orders, and deliver food and drinks. The Dawn Avatar Robot Cafe creates a win-win situation for everyone involved. For the disabled employees who are unable to leave their homes, the job provides more than just income. It gives them a sense of purpose, makes them feel valued, and builds their confidence. For Ori Laboratory Incorporated, the cafe serves as both a testing ground for improving its robot technology and a platform for offering real work opportunities to those in need. For customers, the cafe is not just a place to enjoy food and drinks. It's also a chance to witness how technology can bring dignity to people's lives and strengthen human connections.
The Dawn Avatar Robot Cafe in Tokyo's Nihonbashi was founded by Ori Laboratory Inc., a Japanese robotics company working to create a friendlier society.
好，我们来看第一段的第一句话，他说 The Dawn Avatar Robot Cafe in Tokyo Nihonbashi. Tokyo's Nihonbashi 就是这个东京的日本桥这个地方。然后在这里的话，我们提到 Avatar， 不晓得各位你们有没有看过这部片叫《阿凡达》
I think everyone has seen that, right?
应该是嘛。而且去年的12月的时候，它第3集就出来了嘛，对不对？所以它基本上它就是一个你等于说今天你有一个化身在这个世界虚拟的世界里面有一个化身，有点像是虚拟化身的这种感觉。所以他这边呢，你先看到第一句话，他说这个 The Dawn Avatar Robot Cafe in Tokyo's Nihonbashi， 在东京日本桥的这个咖啡厅叫做 Dawn。然后呢，他就说 was founded by 这个地方的 founded 指的是 established 建立的意思。好 by Ori Laboratory Inc. 好，这个地方的 Inc. 它其实呢是 incorporated， 它这个字的简写哦。那在这里的话，我看各位可能有看过怪兽电力公司。Monsters Inc. 或者是 Monsters Incorporated， 它就是用到 INC， 然后 I 要大写一点这个字，他就提到说 A Japanese robotics company， 它是一家这种日本的机器人公司 ，working to create a friendlier society， 很努力的去打造更友善的社会。
Yes. So here we see founded, that verb, right? So make sure you know that's not the same word as find. Okay, 找这个动词，它是 found in the present tense is found. Founded in the present tense is found, F-O-U-N-D. And like Antony 老师 said, it means to establish. Okay, so this cafe was established by Ori Laboratory Inc. Okay, make sure when you write that INC, because it's an abbreviation of the full word incorporated, you have a period there. Okay, so I know it looks kind of awkward having a period and then a comma, but it's the right grammar in that sense. Okay, and we have the word robotics. That just means something to do with robots. Okay, although robot cafes remain relatively new, there are already many places where customers can be served by robots.
好，我们来看下面这句话，他说到 Although robot cafes， 好，这个 robot cafes 就是我们说的机器人咖啡厅嘛 ，remain relatively new。Relatively 的意思就是相对来讲，一般目前你走出去的咖啡厅，大部分还是有人来服侍你的。有一些的话比较创新的这种咖啡厅，他们会请这个机器人来做这样的事情，所以它才是相对 relatively new， 相对比较新颖的这种概念。There are already many places， 好，已经有很多很多的地方 where customers can be served by robots。但是呢，即便再新颖，已经有蛮多地方你可以找到咖啡厅，好，他们是这个机器人来服务你的咯。
Yes. What makes this cafe stand out, however, is that its robots are remotely operated by people with physical disabilities.
好，我们来看下面这句话，哇，所以真相大白咯。他告诉你说 ，What makes this cafe stand out? Stand out 的意思就是比较独特哈，比较特别一点点。你也可以说 What makes this cafe special, however, is that 好是什么地方让这个咖啡厅那么特别呢？其他也有这种机器人咖啡厅啊。让我告诉你，他就说 Its robots are remotely operated, remotely controlled by people with physical disabilities. 那 people with physical disabilities 指的意思就是有身心障碍人士。想象说今天如果一个人瘫痪，如果你看过《阿凡达》，你也知道这个主角他本身就是身体有状况，但是到了这个阿凡达的这个世界里头，他就可以跑可以跳，大概是这样的感觉。所以你想想看，这些身心障碍人士在家里头本来的话是没有办法出来工作的，可是透过这种远端遥控，它可以去服务人，所以这个时候的这个机器人就很像是阿凡达 Avatar 一样，然后让它有机会变成这个机器人是个桥梁，有机会人跟人之间的这样的服务。所以在这里的话，其实 remotely operated 它是可以远端遥控，这个 remotely 这个字非常重要，在后面我们还有机会看到这个字哦。
Yes, in this form, it's the adverb form, remotely operated. How is it operated? Remotely, which means that it's being done away from the usual location and usually using technology. So here we have that word operated. Okay, let's look at that verb. It means to control the function of a machine or a process. Okay, you could also say remotely controlled by people, but operate is a verb that lets us know that it's being kind of controlled through a machine or technology. And in Chinese, I think it's interesting. We say physical disabilities, we say 身心障碍, right?
Yeah.
But here it's kind of just the 身障的一个 disability. It's just I think it's just a cultural difference or a language difference. All right, let's take a short break. The robots used in the cafe were originally developed by Ori Laboratory Inc. to assist people who are bedridden due to illness or disability.
好，我们来看第二段的第一句话，他提到说 The robots used in the cafe， 好，就是在这个咖啡厅所使用的这种机器人呢，这个 used， 好，它是这个 VPP 来去说明，好，这个过去分词来去说明说 这些机器人，你可以帮我把这个 used 一路到这个 in the cafe 把它框起来。所以它其实在讲的是 the robots were originally developed by 这样。然后这里的话，其实有点像是一个名词后面接着一个过去分词所带的一个小小的这种修饰语这样的概念。那顺便说一下这个 laboratory 这个字，像我在念这个字的时候，我习惯念成 laboratory， 因为这个字有2种念法。
Yes.
Laboratory， 或者那像 Steven 老师他会念成
laboratory。
Yeah. 好，在他比较走英式的这种念法，美式的话呢可能会念成 laboratory。反正你会有机会听到这个字有2种念法。那 Ori Laboratory Inc. 就是我们刚刚所讲的这间公司 ，to assist people who are bedridden。好，它 bedridden 指的意思就是他必须卧病在床，或是卧在床上没有办法起来的这种情况的人，就可以用这个形容词来说明。Due to illness or disability， 可能是因为疾病啦，或者是因为这种身心障碍等等。老师刚刚有提到说，今天我们谈到 physical disabilities 的时候，英文指的都是身体的这种限制。好，那但是我们在中文讲的时候，多半会讲身心障碍人士，这是一个有点文化差异的关系。
Yeah, usually we are more specific if it is based on body or motion or motor skills. We say physical disability, but if it's something that's more of a mental issue, then it's mental disability. So that's how we use to kind of differentiate between the different kinds of disabilities. And bedridden, this adjective, usually, and here we're saying is due to illness or disability, but sometimes it might also be because of old age.
有可能。
Yeah, so that's just to let you know how to say it. If they're unable to get out of bed or to move on their own, they could be bedridden. Okay. Today, these robots enable people with physical limitations, including those who can move only their eyes, to work as staff members from home.
Wow, unbelievable,
Yeah.
right? 所以这边的话，你看到这个地方，他说 Today these robots enable people with physical limitations。这边特别注意一下英文在换字的一些用法，比方说今天如果他一直讲 people with disabilities， people with disabilities， 感觉上好像就会第一次出来还可以，第二次出来好吧，第三次出来拜托，
Yeah.
可能会有点怪怪的。所以
I don't know if that happens in Chinese. I don't think we are so sensitive to word choice in Chinese when we see it repeated as much. But in English, we really do kind of have that kind of reaction you just had when we see the same word used over and over and over. I don't know why. We're very nitpicky about trying to use different words to say the same thing.
没错，有时候会换字啦，然后去换句话说来表达概念，不会觉得说很老套，或者是觉得说，你是不是词汇量不够等等。所以在这边你会看到 physical disabilities， 还有 physical limitations 这样的换字的使用，我觉得这个东西就可以把它好好学起来。在这边的话，还有看到另外一个 enable people with physical limitations， 然后 enable to work。所以在这边它其实是 enable somebody to do something。那至于说这个people 后面 with physical limitations including 这些东西都是插入语。如果你能够一句话能够看到最主要的结构，然后能知道说哪些是附属的，这样的话你的阅读速度会非常的快。所以在这边你会看到说他这边讲的是这些机器人能够让人好，就是什么样的人呢？好，这种有身体障碍或者身体限制的人。其中包含了 including those who can move only their eyes， 只能动眼睛的这些人 to work as staff members from home， 在家里头就可以就是远端的遥控机器人，然后在这个咖啡厅上班工作。
在一个工作的场合，任何的员工整体来说叫 staff。OK， 所以你是 staff 里面的一个团员，你就是 staff member。OK。Controlled by their remote operators, these robotic avatars can move around, interact with customers, take orders, and deliver food and drinks.
好，你看这边这句话 controlled by their remote operators。我们看到老朋友啦，前面有提到 remotely operated by， 在这边的话呢，我们看到 remote operators。好，在这边的话 remote 这边如果没有 ly， 它就是一个形容词的感觉。这个字常常出现在什么？我们在考试的时候，考古题里面出现到 in remote areas， 在偏远地方、偏乡地区 ，remote 这个字可以表达很远、很遥远的地方。所以 controlled by their remote operators, these robotic avatars， 所以它这些 avatars 是远端的被这些可能身心障碍人士所遥控的。然后呢 ，these robotic avatars can move around， 到处走动。 interact with customers， 可以互动，可以跟这些我们看到的这些顾客互动。Take orders 可以点餐、and deliver food and drinks， 还甚至可以去递送这些食物啊、饮料等等。
Right. So here, make sure you know that it's saying these robotic avatars can move around, they can interact with customers, they can take orders, but we don't want to repeat can over and over. So as long as you know like what goes after it is a list based off of the main idea, then you know what the list is trying to express. And make sure that all those verbs, they're all in the same tense, okay? So don't do past tense and then present tense and then future tense.
Yeah.
Make sure they're all in the same tense if they're in the list.
没错，而且在这个地方还有一个字叫 interact。interact 就是互动的意思。你如果可以的话，帮我把这个 act 圈起来，前面的 enter 就是指两者之间的。所以很多时候我们可以去知道这个字根，比方说 nation、national。International，nation national 指的是国家，但是国家跟国家之间的就是 international。person personal。interpersonal 那就变成是人际之间的 interpersonal skills， 指的就是人际之间的这种互动的一些技巧。所以这个字的话 interact， 我希望你能够把它拆成两块， enter 在前面， act 在后面。所以 enter 可以换其他东西在后面去表达什么什么之间的概念。
意思就是只要看到 INTER， 平常意思说是有 more than one thing or person involved， and 是有一点连接的感觉。
没错，没错。
All right, let's take a short break. The Dawn Avatar Robot Cafe creates a win-win situation for everyone involved. That word, I love it. Win-win. It sounds like it's a made-up word, right? But it actually means that both sides or both parties are going to have a benefit from this situation. It's a win-win. In Chinese, it's
双赢。
Yes.
老师刚刚用到一个非常好的字，叫做 benefit。好 ，benefit 这个地方呢是指的是好处、利益。我们之前在稍微在月初的时候，3月4号不是有提到那个优缺点吗？我们有提到 advantages and disadvantages。有的时候你还会听到另外一种搭配，就是 benefits and drawbacks。benefits and drawbacks 就是优缺点的意思。那我们先拼一下 benefits 这个字的拼法哦，它的拼法是 BENEFIT， 然后很多时候你会听到它后面有会加 S 啊或等等，根据上下文，如果不止一个的话，它就是提到优点跟好处。所以我们回头来看这句话，它提到说 The Dawn Avatar Robot Cafe creates a win-win situation， 好，创造出一个双赢的局面 for everyone involved， 让所有参与的人都有机会得到各自的好处。
For the disabled employees who are unable to leave their homes, the job provides more than just income.
好，我们来看这句话说 For the disabled employees， 好，在这边 disable 这个字的意思呢，也跟前面那个 disabilities。People with disabilities 一样，他也是在讲到这个身心障碍的员工。你看，他又换字了
，Yes，
他又换了一个
方式来表达，
来表达，真的是太好了。他就说了 ，Who are unable to leave their homes， 让他们这些本来没有办法有机会离开家去工作的这些身心障碍的员工呢，对他们来说 ，the job provides more than just income。他给他这样的机会跟工作呢，其实提供的不只是收入这件事而已哦。
Right, so leaving the sentence ending like that, we just know that it's going to tell us what else the job provides them other than income. Okay? It gives them a sense of purpose, makes them feel valued, and builds their confidence.
好，来告诉你，除了收入之外还有什么呢？他告诉你说 ，It gives them a sense of purpose， 给他一种使命感。很多时候我们常常会看到 a sense of something， 比方说 Steven 老师 he has a sense of humor， 很有幽默感。比方说今天 I have a sense of security when I work with him， 我非常有安全感OK， 所以有非常非常多的sense of， 在这个地方指的是 a sense of purpose， 就是使命感。你还会听到什么 a sense of fulfillment， 就是有那种非常非常满足的这种感觉等等，好多好多。然后他说 makes them feel valued， 好，让他们觉得自己被重视。value 这个字就是珍惜、重视的意思。 and builds their confidence。Confidence 这个字的意思呢，就是自信，
Yes.
能够让他用这样的方式来建立自己的自信。
And another way that you could say feel valued that we often see is feel appreciated.
Appreciated， 我来帮各位拼一下这个字哦，它的拼法是 APPRECIATE， 然后再加上 D，feel appreciated， 用这种方式来表达被重视。
Yes. All right. The next sentence, I'm going to pronounce it like Antony 老师.
Oh.
For Ori Laboratory Inc., the cafe serves as both a testing ground for improving its robot technology and a platform for offering real work opportunities to those in need.
哇哦，这一句话好长，对不对？我们慢慢来哦。For Ori Laboratory Inc. 好，对这家公司来说呢 ，the cafe serves as 可以作为好，这个咖啡厅可以作为什么呢 ？Both a testing ground for improving its robot technology。第一个就是改进他们机器人技术的一个试验场。哎，有什么技术上面有点怪怪的，好，或者是这个机器人不听话，我们随时调整，可以把它调到更好，去改良它。还有什么呢 ？And a platform。Platform 就是指一个平台，有一个这样的机会，怎么样呢 ？For offering real work opportunities， 去提供这些工作机会给谁 ？To those in need。很多时候你会听到 those in need。你比方说在捷运上，你会听到说 Please yield your seats to those in need。有没有？请把你的座位礼让给有需要的人。Those in need。People in need 都是指有需要的人，他能够提供实际的这种工作机会给这些有需要的人。
Right, so when we say when someone is in need, it usually means that they are lacking something essential or something important, like food or shelter or love. Like, I mean, something that they're lacking. Okay, and one thing I want to bring to what Antony 老师 does when he's teaching, which I really do like, there's one thing in the English language that a lot of my students still have trouble with, and it's not intuitive. It's not something that you will automatically know. It's prepositions.
Yeah.
But when you're doing a sentence that is this long and has so many things that you want to talk about, a lot of times, like the questions we're asking in Chinese, that's when we put a preposition. Like, for instance, you said, the cafe serves as both a testing ground. 为了什么呢？好。这个问题的时候就出现了一个介系词，就 for improving its robot technology and a platform 什么样的平台呢 for offering real work opportunities 为了谁呢 to those in need. So,
Yeah,
是不是
exactly 对，
你每次要问的问题就是会放一个介系词，就是那就是我们英文造句的方式。So I think that's something that you guys can work with. 慢慢的去想，如果我要讲一个句子，我在这里会问一个问题啊，也许要放一个介系词。
Yeah, 老师好厉害，这观察力真的太强了。
Yeah, so I like that you do that because it really makes because a lot of times these sentences they're so well written, but to someone who's learning English for the first time, it might be very like intimidating. 就是有点令人害怕，有压力。Yeah, but maybe if you think of it that way, maybe it will help you make some longer sentences. Okay. For customers, the cafe is not just a place to enjoy food and drinks. So the way that we say this sentence is written is not just a place to enjoy food and drinks. That means we're going to be given another reason in the next sentence, okay, why this place is important or awesome.
没错。所以在这边的话，我们讲完了这个在那边工作的员工之后，我说，对顾客来说呢 ，for customers， 好，对顾客来说 ，the cafe is not just a place to enjoy food and drinks。它不只是一个可以享受美食啊、好喝的饮料啊这样的地方而已哦。可见它后面还有更多要告诉我们的事情。
It's also a chance to witness how technology can bring dignity to people's lives and strengthen human connections.
所以他告诉你说 ，it's also a chance， 一样，它同时也是一个机会，去干嘛呢 ？To witness， 去目睹，亲眼见证 how technology can bring dignity。Dignity 指的意思是一个尊严，好 ，to people's lives， 如何为人们他的生活带来尊严。And strengthen human connections，所以他后面他最后告诉你说 ，human connection 就是人与人之间的连结。如果说今天服务你的只是机器人的话，你觉得它就是机器啊，有什么连结？可是不要忘了哦，这个机器的背后是有人的。所以说今天你有机会再回头再去看到我们的副标题，他说 When technology becomes a bridge of hope， 或者是我们的主标题 A robot cafe that connects hearts，
Yes.
你就觉得it make more sense to me now.
Yeah, so a lot of times good writing is when you have like something mentioned in the beginning and at the end you tie it all together. So that just shows very strong writing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, reading this article today has made me really want to go visit this cafe.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe next time when you're in Tokyo, you can go to the Dawn Avatar Robot Cafe to give a look. All right. See you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.